Hi everybody, it's Barbara. And today we're going to do sort of a mega review, sort of not really. Can't be too much of a mega review when your product is called Squint. This is the monthly mini fix from SquintBox. I have several here. The one in my hand right now is from November of 2017. So this tells you I've been a very bad girl and should have been keeping up with these things, but as always, let's remove the box. They're usually pretty good about using recyclable materials, as you can see. And the card reads to us, the subscribers, Happy Holidays. We're so happy to have this latest assortment of SquintBox miniatures. And again, they're going to tell you who the individual people are. Since I'm doing a few of these, I'm not going to read through all of the names. I'm just going to go ahead and go through the box and the pieces that are here. The first piece we have is a lantern. And it's kind of covered up, so I'm going to have to take it out to show you. But that's very autumnal. Oops. And also very delicate. But then again, that seemed to come back on and hold there very quickly. This is very nice. The detailing is a candle with an actual wick right there in the middle. So that's a very nice piece. If I don't have to take them out, I'm not going to, but this appears to be a honey jar for Winnie the Pooh in ER2. We also have a tiny ornament, yeah, because, you know, Christmas, which was months ago. But if you're one of those people who likes to shop early and get the deals, this is a gingerbread man on a stocking, and what's really nice is it's a charm. So you could also put this on a bracelet if you wanted to be extra crafty that way. And we also have this really nice piece of art that says, "So happy." There seems to be a couple in here, so let's go ahead and open these. So we have the one that says, "So happy," which I just showed you. And this one says, "Awesome, thanks," on the other side. So it's called Awesome Thanks Miniatures. And you have a nice little Christmas tree on the back. So I guess you could almost call this like a really, like something to hang on the wall. Like wall art for a hippie. And that's the November box, which would arrive in time for December. So I'm kind of guessing that the December box, which is right here, is going to be a little bit more not Christmassy. Here's the December box. And the card again. A winter wee, because you got to have that ridiculous pun in there. Instead of retreat, you have wee, as in little tiny, wee tweet. And you also have the more New Year's Eve colors of lavender and white, the wrapping, which is nice. This is home decor, and we have a tiny bowl and two candlesticks. We have another pitcher of what is supposed to be mulled wine. We have a food item, and that food item is a sack of potatoes. And they were actually, there was a lot of writing about these potatoes, so I think this is the one I'll open up and pull it out. you can't take out the potatoes, but I guess what I'll do is in a little bit when I have my model come out and model some of these pieces. This looks to be about the right size for a potato that you would cook with to be in a hand. And we have this very nice bag, which you would use for carrying logs, obviously. And yes, my cat is meowing because she's very upset. She's in a playpen. She can't come out and play with any of the paper, but which she wouldn't be able to do anyway because she chews the paper. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, already right now, and like I said, I'm going to have my model come out in a second, who will show you what you can, what you can and cannot do with these. This is the January SquintBox. Wouldn't you like the months to go by this fast? I don't know. Love is in the air. So again, January, setting up for February, setting up for Valentine's Day, and all the over expectations of what your Valentine is going to do for you. No, I'm not bitter, not at all. We do have the nice red wrapping paper though. And and this red wrapping paper was actually holding what would be very perfect. You get people Valentine's Day presents, things they really want. You get them a book, get them a couple of coffee table books, you get them a plant. You would also get them little Valentine hearts. Let's open this one up. You can't really, because it's shaped from behind. So I can't really see if it's red. Of course. Oh no, these are like little coasters that you would just crank out for the holidays. They're little heart coasters. Definitely not taking this out. But it is this part here. This is a white chocolate dipping thing. And then you would dip the strawberry and oranges and other pieces into the dipping sauce. And you would have a little party for yourself. Pity party. No, it's not a pity party, Barbara. No one's as pathetic as you. This is what I was waiting for. I knew that they had Valentines in here. And these are them. It's wrapped up, but you have the love cards in the front and the envelopes in the back. And you also have this little, I think it's like, yeah. Oh, I know who this is. Okay. Lady Delaney. I will probably do a review of her separately because I do a lot of things with her. I have some of her miniatures, which I have bought, which are awesome. And I have other pieces. I also belong to her mystery packages where you solve mysteries with little replications of 1/1 human scale notes and cards. But ladydelaney.com, this is, looks to be a map of some kind. One of her mystery maps. And also a little miniature book all dolled up. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna hold this up. This is the all dolled up miniature version of a book that I believe she's written in 1/1 scale. And then you also have miniature scissors and to make your own tiny scale doll. So that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and check out the last box before we bring out our model to say what can and cannot be done with all of these. Again, SquintBox. And this card will tell us that these are letters from home. That's interesting what these will be. This is a little green box that you would have if you lived in an apartment and you were planting and you wanted to do box gardening, which is somewhat becoming very chic as well. That's one piece. For the shoppers in your life, quality meat. Clearly, if your doll is a vegan, they would have a problem with this box. Here are the letters. And we'll open this up. Oops. So you have both the letter stand. That would very nice, if you go back to Valentine's Day fits very nicely. If you go ahead and also, I'm not opening these because I don't have a death wish. The letters would also fit like that. But so would many other letters, by the way. This goes really nicely. So now looking ahead, like if you wanted to play back and forth with the months, this is a sewing kit. And you have in here, obviously, a pattern book, very tiny tape measure, needle and thread, the needle holder that always looks like a tomato, some more scissors. None of this can come out though. But I think it would be fun if you wanted to combine these two together, and you could put the scissors in here and the scraps in here, maybe tuck the doll patterns back in there. That would make a nice combination of these two. And we have, if I'm faking an accent, you know it's got to be good. It's a cuckoo clock, except that the cuckoo is missing. I don't know if the cuckoo is you have to buy the cuckoo separately from these people. No, I'm kidding. They would not do that. But yeah, this is it's not a cuckoo clock. I'm a cuckoo clock. This is a bird feeder. The bird, a 1/6 scale bird would fly in here and get imaginary food. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring in my lovely model, who is my me doll. And my lovely model is going to have her hands open now, and we're going to show you how things look in her hands. So for example, since it was just the last thing I had, obviously this would be a very tiny bird feeder, but I guess if you had hummingbirds, you would use that. Let's go again and let's get the sack of potatoes. And as you can see, yeah. If I could turn this and walk it forward a little bit, yeah, this is exactly the right scale for that to be cooking. These are like the little baby potatoes that you would serve with a meat dish. Not you wouldn't do baked potatoes with these, but you would do like, you know, the little baby potatoes you serve with like a roast. Yeah, this is perfect. This is actually probably one of the best home decor pieces they've done because it's so very clearly going to fit on a table. So I'm going to obviously this is not here. This is not really a coffee table, but if you were going to set it up as one, and then have the doll sitting next to it. Just gonna put a couple of more pieces on here, and then I will have the doll next to it. Okay, I'm gonna hold it up like this. I'm gonna bring my model back in. And as you can see that if this was her coffee table, these would all be pieces that would fit very nicely with this. Yeah, if this was her coffee table, you'd see everything would look really good. Except I don't want the poor beverage to fall down. So yeah, this is definitely all great coffee table type stuff for her. And just very quickly, because I do like pointing this out again. because this is also a thing that happens with remend when they can go on and off scale. This is close to 1/6 scale, and this is, again, especially for booze, the right scale for a small single person's pitcher of wine if they don't have alcohol issues. So again, I think, I went through this very quickly, but you can tell that this is really, I don't know how smart this is going to be, but we'll see. As you can tell, this is really, we're talking about really good quality stuff that you get, you always get like 3 or 4 pieces in a box, and they're always really good, really nice things to have. And like I said, they're unusual. So like something like this, you could really see somebody going into a gallery or whatever and using as either a wall hanging or a coaster or a tray. So, and yeah, if you're somebody who wants, these candle holders might be a little too small, but then again, they would work well. This, again, I'm just going to throw this in her lap. This is certainly a piece that is closer to the 1/6. And the SquintBox people, why do I keep saying squirt? The SquintBox people, they are really good about staying in contact with their customers, and they do offer very good customer service. So, and they give you options. You don't have to be locked into doing an entire year. You can do part of the year or whatever parts you want, and they're always giving you chances to buy pieces that maybe you hadn't gotten a chance to get before. So I would say absolutely 100% if you are someone that does go between the scales. I would not say, not somebody who collects Jean or Tonner, but somebody who goes fashion royalty Barbie, and maybe then the Japanese Momoko or A-Zone dolls, or the smaller 1/6, 1/7, the smaller 11-inch dolls, 10.5-inch dolls.